I don't know how we're gonna do a Vlogmas Day 9, but this is where we begin. Say hi, Josh.
Hello.
We're not pleased. Why? Tell them why, Josh.
We have no power.
Welcome to Bear Pantry Talk. This is the sister channel to the Bear Pantry Show. This is where you're going to find honest reviews, exciting unboxings, do-it-yourself projects, and engaging commentary. We haven't had power since 10 this morning, so we're having to figure out caveman stuff to heat up the food, to keep some hot water in the hot water heater. So we were going to light the, what do you call the thing on the bottom there? The pilot, right? For the oven to make some powder bun because it's raining today, so I was going to do powder bun and soup, right? But then Joshua said we're not going to be able to set the temperature.
Can't gauge the temp?
You won't be able to gauge the temperature. See, I have a little hurricane lamp here. Work with battery. Then I have another one that I got at Kaiser when I went for my mammogram. You see where that one at? Right here. Jory, if you need to take a light into the bathroom, here's one.
Fine, I got my phone.
Jory, pull the bottom of that lamp for me.
Pull?
Mm-hmm. I have that one. Then we have a flashlight right here. Joe went to buy one of those creosote logs because you have to burn that when you're going to burn the fireplace for the first time. We haven't burned this fireplace in about 6-7 years. So if it doesn't come on by tonight, to stay warm, we're going to burn the fireplace. Why you have to fast with my stuff? This comes on automatically at 10 minutes before 4 and goes off at 10 minutes before 10. So I saw you over there messing with my stuff.
Okay.
That's how I keep track of the time. Want to know how to keep warm when you don't have no heat in the house? Get up and sweep. Sweep with a broom. Not with a Swiffer, with a broom. And that helps a whole lot. So I'm going to go sweep right now, okay? So, yeah, at first when the power went out, Jada said she heard... Don't be sniffing my hair, perv. Jada said she heard a loud bang, like out there on the busy street, and then it went out. So we think a transformer blew, and the people across the street have power. They keep doing this. Joe keeps going out the door and leaving the door open, so that's letting in all the cold air, letting out all the warm air. He keeps going in the fridge. That's gonna let out all the cold air out of that. He doesn't know how to operate when we don't have power. So at first they said 12:30. Now they're saying 5 o'clock. I have a feeling it won't be done till tomorrow morning. So we're all going to sleep in the living room. So I'm going to go ahead and sweep. Yes, Cora, tell them. You want power, huh? Yeah, you go there. She go there, Jory, and she wet up her foot, then she's going to come back in. Wet up her feet.
Pause.
Pause what?
Pause.
Oh,
No,
pause.
pause.
It's not even feet, huh? Pause. What are you doing with that lamp? It needs electricity. Where are you going to plug it? Must have been for true. It's not important for us to have light in the garage. I'm making the dog's food. So it's like a little bit after 4 in the evening, and it's been raining all day, but it's really coming down right now. And the power went out at 10:16. That light works on battery, and then that's Jory's lantern. We have a bunch of lamps in here. And I'm making powder bun, but we can't light the oven because we won't know how to control the temperature because that whole thing's out. But I'm trying today to see if we can make it in a skillet. All right, so this is the recipe from my small batch book. That recipe right there. I'm just gonna add the milk, and then we're gonna see if these butter buns are gonna come out good. Okay guys, so the light, okay guys, so the power came back maybe 20 minutes ago. So I lit the oven right away and I'm baking the powder buns in the oven. I didn't end up making it in a skillet on the stove top because Joe said, don't mess up his good powder bun, because I promised him that powder bun yesterday when I heard that it was going to rain today. I said, okay, tomorrow is going to be a day of chicken soup and powder bun. And from the time we get up and start making the chicken soup, 10:16, the power went out. Some kind of transformer blew, like on the busy street over there. But the thing is, only my side of the street had the power outage. So then the kids went to the light company. Oh, what I'm doing right here is putting away my jambalaya that I cooked earlier. So Josh and Jory went to the website for the light company, and then they give you more details saying that one crew went out and did what they were supposed to do, and then another crew was dispatched to finish the job. I think different people do different things, right? So they estimated it was going to be till 7 before he came back, but he came back at 5:15. Yes! Yes, my darlings, it came back. How does that saying go? God appoints, right? God appoints and man disappoints. So today, God appointed me to make my black cake. My black cakes. I only have one container of the burnt sugar. So all I can do is one of my regular size batter from Beans and Rice Volume 2. And that will give me like 3 of those different cookie things. And if I'm putting fruits in it, the fruits have to go into all 3 of the cakes, because you have to separate the egg whites from the yolks, beat the egg whites to stiff peaks to form like a foam, and then you put the floured fruits in the egg whites so you can fold it into the cake, and then the fruits won't just settle on the bottom, right? So if I'm doing one batter and I'm doing that, separating egg whites and putting the fruits, then all 3 of those cakes out of that one batter is going to have fruits. So it's not like I can do that batter and then put fruits in some and don't put fruits in some. Hey, what you giving that dog? Are you covering the baby? So I said, okay, I'm going to use the one container thing that I have, and I'm going to go ahead and make my little batch of black cake, right? Because I did the small batch black cake, which is a 7x2. And it came out lovely, but that cake belongs to me and Joe, because when I did it, I had my hair out. You know, I was dressed for the show. And if I'm baking cake to give to somebody as a gift, I tie my hair up. I check for hairs on my clothes. I'm checking for hairs on my sleeves. You know, I'll be checking for hairs because I don't want to give people stuff with hair in it. So I had it planned, child. So I'm like, okay, first thing I'm going to do is cut up this chicken, because Joe was going to go to Costco, because on Thursdays, you know, people over 60 can get into Costco early. So then I realized that all I needed from Costco was Cornish hens. I'm like, if they don't have any in time for Christmas, it's okay. We're just going to bake a chicken. I'm not going to let that stress me out. You're not going to go all the way there in the rain just to get a pack of 5 Cornish hens, right? So instead, he went to Food for Less because I needed more items from there. So, Joe, did the power go out when you were gone to Food for Less? Yeah. He was gone, right? Yeah, Jada was still here. Jada was still here. She didn't go to work yet. Joshua was asleep. Jory was at work. And Joe was gone to Food for Less. So it was at 10:16. I was on the phone in the kitchen with Sandra. And boom, the power just went out. So even though it was daytime, it was still dark in the kitchen because it was a cloudy day, because it was raining. So Jada came from her room and she says, I heard a loud, what did you hear, a bang?
Yeah.
A loud bang. I'm like, oh my God, that transformer probably blew. I knew that it wasn't the bill. Every time the light go, them kids ask me, did you pay the bill? What the hell? I be paying my bills. So, here's my glasses. I was looking for this. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Holy Ghost. This is my computer glasses. I just got on the computer. What time is it right? Jada, what time is it right now, boo? Don't look at the stove. It's wrong.
I don't know then.
We have to set back the stove.
Right?
I don't think nothing's correct over there.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know the time right now. Anyways, so I just opened the computer a little while ago. It was acting wonky. So the plug that I plugged the computer into, the hole is really loose. You know, the plug, you know, you have to change those out every so often. Joe bought the plugs but did not change them because that's how Joe is. He's a procrastinator. And so the cord keeps falling out of the hole. And of all night for the cord to fall out of the big baggy hole was last night. So my laptop sat there and just went dead because all I did was closed it when I went to bed and uploaded that last vlog. So I couldn't even go on the laptop to edit. I couldn't upload anything. I'm uploading something right now to the cooking page, the fried chicken that Joe made. I'm just going to release it. I'm not going to do a premiere or anything. It's a short video. And then tomorrow I'm going to put up the mukbang for a premiere. So that's what I'm going to do, the fried chicken mukbang. So, yeah, I couldn't do anything on the computer. It was freezing cold in the house all day because it was a rainy day. Probably was in the 50s. For us in California, that's cold. So Joe went and bought that creosote, the log that you have to burn so that you don't, kill yourself with the fireplace when you're just going to turn it on. Or, well, we don't turn it on when you're going to use it because this is just plain wood over here. And we have not burnt this fireplace in a long time because it's kind of messy. You have to clean up a lot of that junk in there, but I want to burn it this year. We're going to have to move this chair from here because I want to burn the whole house down. But I want to burn it this year, right? So Joe went to buy the creosote. Joe said that thing was expensive. It was $17. Lord have mercy. But I guess for your safety, right? You got to pay the price. So when Jory came home, what time Jory came home? Like, I think he comes home between 2:30 and 3. And the minute he walked in, I said, we don't have any power, okay? And he goes, okay, because, it wasn't pitch dark in the house. And so when he realized he couldn't heat up his food in the microwave, and he would have to figure out how to heat it up on the stove, you just can't turn the knob and the stove comes on because that stuff that go click, 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 even though it's a gas stove, that's an igniter and it needs electricity to ignite. So I'm like, you're going to have to use a match. We have some match in there. Joe, we need some good match. Them match that in there, they lost all the sulfur off the head or something. They don't light at all. So you have to light it with that thing. Joe said, match 10 years old. That thing that goes click, click, click. I don't know why I can't work that thing. You're supposed to like press something with your thumb while you click. It doesn't work for me. The fire doesn't come out of the thing. So I told Jory, get the thing and light it for me. And I'm going to turn the knob so the gas can come up, right? Jory's like, no, I got this. He went and got the wooden spoon because you guys know that one of my igniter is going out. The igniter is $60 whole. That's why we didn't buy it yet. So whenever it doesn't want to come on, you take a wooden spoon. Don't use a metal spoon. Take the wooden spoon and just press the thing in and it goes click, 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 and it lights and you pull the wooden spoon out quickly. So Jory thought he was going to do that, right? So I'm like, what you going to light it with? You need something to light it with? He goes, no, I got this. And going click, click. And he goes, it needs electricity to light. Oh my God, why? We're in the Stone Ages. I was laughing at those two boys all day today with them trying to figure out innovation and how to operate without electricity. It was kind of difficult for them. And it wasn't even about them being on the internet. It wasn't about them being on the computer. It was just basic things like don't go running the water to use up all the hot water because whatever hot water is left in the water heater, that's all we got in the way of hot water to take a shower or something, right? And don't open the fridge and leave it open because you're going to let out all the cold air. We don't have, it's not plugged in. It's plugged in, but there's no electricity. And stop leaving the garage, the door from the laundry room to the garage. Stop leaving that open because you're letting the cold in from the garage into the house, into the laundry room, and then into the house. Stop leaving this front door open. There are so many things that they had to like catch on to today. It's like, oh my God, how'd you guys do this in Belize with all the rolling blackouts? I'm like, we had to do our homework by kerosene light a lot, and we had to figure it out. So I got this lantern when I went for my mammogram and I just absolutely love it. I love the color and I love that you just do this and it comes on so bright. So this is what they used in the front bathroom today whenever they had to go to the bathroom. I don't know what battery this use. Let me see. I don't know how to open the bottom of this thing. Oh, it just turns. 1, 2, 3. Oh my Lord. Why it gotta be AAA battery though? We're going to have to buy a stash of that at Costco. We only have a stash of AA. So 3 AAA battery. So I have this one. And then this one. What did this one use? 2 D size battery, the big one. I got this one a long time ago. Now Joe said he gonna buy a kerosene lamp. So you guys remember when battery used to be named different things, right? It wasn't no AAA. Well, I don't even think I remember AAA growing up. They had AA was called pen light. Joe, was that only a Belize thing or is that all over the world?
What?
When they call AA battery pen light battery?
I don't know.
You guys tell me down below, for the people that are not Belizean or not Caribbean, tell me if the AA batteries used to be called pen light batteries. That's what we called them growing up. Pen light battery. Then you had the C size battery, we call those medium battery. And then the big fat one that are D, we call those the large battery. We didn't have name for them like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? And I don't remember AAA batteries, so I don't know if they had a name for that. And then for the 9-volt battery, we just call those square battery. Over here, I know Americans call it smoke detector battery. We call those a square battery. We didn't call them 9-volt and all them fancy names for the batteries. So Joe went and got all these batteries for different lanterns and lamps and stuff. And the creosote we were going to burn tonight if the light did not come back on because it's going to get colder tonight. We're going to move this chair from here and then just burn that log. And all of us was just going to bunk out here in the living room. Joe went and got Jada's battery that we used to take to the beach because he had charged it like 5-6 months ago. And it still had charge, so he plugged in a lamp and I was starting to charge my laptop. Now Jory gave me a portable charger a while back, and he said that it works, you know, when you charge a charger it will be charged, but the meter that you read to see how much charge it has doesn't work so good. So I've been charging that charger every other night and I've never had to use it. So today I use it to charge my phone. And that's how we got through this thing. And when I got cold, I got up and I swept the floor. The house is so clean right now because I swept and I swept and I swept whenever I got cold. So this was a day and a half today on Vlogmas day 9. We lost all power. We think it's a transformer that blew because of that noise Jada heard. When we called the light company, well, Jada called the light company. And she says, should I call? And I go, yeah, you can go ahead and call. Because usually I don't get a live person. I get automation. So I figured she could press 1, press 2 and hear what they're saying. But I just sat back and I waited because Spectrum, who I have my internet with, they always send out some kind of information saying there's a power outage in your neck of the woods and we expect restoration to be by this time. And so at first Spectrum said 12:30, and that's what Jada told the girl at the light company. Spectrum said 12:30, and then later on Jada texts me from work and Jada's like, light come back yet? I'm like, no. I said Spectrum sent another report saying 5 o'clock. So then the boys found the SCE website, that's Southern California Edison, and they went up to the site and they said 7 o'clock. So I called and got the automation and they're like, we sent out a first set of technicians and they fixed that one part that they needed to fix, but now there's other technicians needed to complete the job and they're being dispatched. This was 3 o'clock, then people being dispatched, and one pouring down rain came down. I'm like, okay, we're not gonna see no light tonight, child. Then I called my neighbor across the street and she told me that she had electricity. She didn't lose any power. So I guess it was on the side where we were on the grid, right? So then she told me some news today. She told me that she's been sick, and I told her that I would ask the prayer warriors for prayer, and she says, please put me on your prayer list. I'm not hiding it. And she's been having trouble with her kidneys, and they're saying that it's not like kidney failure due to diabetes, whatever, kidney stone or whatever. It's some type of defect in her kidney that they're going to have to do surgery on. And then the surgery, they have to do it with a robot, and they have to like send for the robot. I'm like, what the hell? What's happening? And so she says, yeah, I've been so sick. She's on the, what do you call the bag? The one for the peeing? Is that still called a colostomy even though it's not for pooping?
I just think anything that doesn't let you use your parts that make you go there is colostomy.
Okay, maybe it's from that whole area. Yeah, this lady's going through hell. And she told me she has to go twice a week. Maybe that's for dialysis. She has to go twice a week to Kaiser. And each time, Jada, did I tell you that part? Each time her copay is $50. So it's $100 a week copay times 4. Jesus, maybe we can like scurry up some money and give her like one week's worth of payment or so. I don't know. Damn, I didn't know that was going on though. I called her just about the power thing and she was telling me what was going on with her. And so we're praying for her, all right? And her name is Tiffany. We're praying for Tiffany, okay? And she says, put me on your prayer list. I need prayers. I need to be healed. And she says, I do believe that prayer changes things. And I told her, yes, it does. Because we as a group prayed for that little boy. And after 6 days, they found him alive. I told her that story. And I said, my little prayer words that I got going on, they got power. They have power in their speaking. They can speak a thing and make it so. And we could pray something into fruition and some things into submission. So we got it going on, you know? So I'm glad I called her. Maybe that's why. Hello? Maybe that's, Jada, maybe that's why God put the power out so I could call her to find out that was stuff going on over there because she needs prayer. You know, he'll do things like that, you know. He's kind of shady like that.
Maybe you should go to this level, maybe?
They say, be careful what you ask God for because he's very precise, all right? I always say God is a funny little man. Funny. Because you could ask him to be debt-free and don't specify that you want to be debt-free but in a house, right? And he make you debt-free and homeless. You got to be very precise when it comes to God. You have to say, I need this, 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 and this. You just can't say, make me debt-free, all right? Make everything be okay. Like when Jada was sick with her eczema and Jada would pray to God. Jada did not say, just heal me. Jada said, make me whole. Because remember them people with the leprosy? All of them got cured from the leprosy, but only one of them went back and thanked God, right? Thank Jesus. And he's the only one that was made whole. Meaning, nothing was on his skin. That's what Jada said ever since she was little. Jada, remember that story with her eczema and she just held on to that, you know? I am so glad that you guys are enjoying the Vlogmas. Every time I get up and, you know, you have a plan to do something else, you know, kind of takes it away. But we knew that we were going to have a rainy day today. And all I wanted to do was make chicken soup and make powder bun. I made the powder bun dough and I said, I'm going to bake it in a skillet. But then the light came back on at the same time. And so I didn't have to bake it in a skillet. But one of these days we're going to try that. So, next week, Monday, I think you'll see the candied cherries. And next week, Tuesday, you'll see the black fruit cake, the small batch, all right? On the weekend, maybe I'll just do live events or mukbangs or something like that. So, yeah, I wasn't going to go out today, but I was going to sit and chit-chat with you guys all day for the Vlogmas. But then even that I didn't do because we didn't have no light. We sit up in here in the dark. Anyways, guys, I love you guys. Thank you for your comments. I look forward to your comments. Vlogmas is so much fun for me. It's even more fun than the cooking show because you guys leave comments here and I look forward to it, all right? So if you see that I didn't answer today till later on tonight, it's because, child, we didn't have no internet. We could go on the phone, but I can't see nothing on that phone. I'm telling you, I need a big phone like this. What you doing to that, baby?
Nothing.
This child, this little girl harasses this dog all day and all night.
I don't. She's my dog.
You harass that baby too much.
I don't harass her.
Wednesday? What mommy doing to you?
I'm putting a nice little heat pack on her.
She didn't even look at me.
She likes the heat pack.
That she's short-haired, so she gets cold. Oh, you hear Joe singing over there? Let me tell you what me and Joshua had to deal with today. Joe sat down, took out his guitar, the red guitar, sat down, and he had a whole damn concert. Me and Joshua had to go. I went into my room, right, to have a conversation on the phone. Joshua followed me in there and I go, what happened? And he goes, I can't take it. I can't take it. He's having a whole concert out there. Did you guys like the story that Joe told about the mango that he stole from his mom? One of these days, I'm going to ask Joe's sister the story about the girl, how the girl got murdered. And I'll come back and tell you guys the story because I don't want to tell it wrong, okay? So anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 10. December the 10th, I always consider December the 10th as my second birthday because August the 14th is my birthday. But December the 10th, I always consider it as my birthday because December the 10th, 1984 was when I had surgery and I fell into somewhat of a of an apnea. I always say it's a coma, but my brain wasn't in a coma. It was, I stopped breathing and they had to ventilate me. And it's because I had surgery for something else. The surgery part went well, so that's not the problem. That's when they discovered that I have that deficiency, the pseudocholinesterase deficiency. And I just couldn't wake up from the surgery for like 5 or 6 hours. And this was the first time they had to deal with this at the hospital where I was. Thank God that it was county hospital in LA and it was a teaching hospital. My mom put me in that hospital for the surgery because even though my dad got insurance from Pacific Bell at the time, and we could have gone to a private institution, she says, no, these people, they're teaching hospital and they know how to take care of people better than a private hospital. My mom didn't know that I had this thing, so that was definitely God that told her that. Flesh and blood did not tell her that, Simon Bar Jonah. God told her that. And so I remember that they shocked me and I could feel tears come down my face, and they kept probing me and I heard that machine breathe for me to shh. Oh, it was scary as hell. So when you hear the helicopter? Listen to that. Like he want to land on my house top. So when I woke up from that succinylcholine induced apnea, that's what it's called. I call that my second birthday. So tomorrow I'm gonna be 37 because it's 1984 that the surgery happened. So yeah, I always remember December the 10th. Always, always, always. Anyways, guys, I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Thanks for hanging with me, guys. Bye. You're still jarred from the no light?
Yes. I was about to just fall into a sleep when I came back.
And that's how people freeze today.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But
And Jory said, I'm so sorry, but Cora's going to sleep in my bed tonight.
No.
You guys get Wednesday.
Oh yeah, I would have picked Wednesday up. I'm like, come on Wednesday, nice bed tonight.
Thank you for making it all the way through to the end. Please check out my primary channel, which can be found right here on YouTube. It's called The Bare Pantry Show. Also check out my website, barepantryshow.com, so that you can pick up a copy of one of my 3 books. Also remember, we are not buying this book that's being sold on Amazon. Why? Because my distributor is ripping me off. Thanks, guys.